guys, my name is JAde, and today we're going to be looking at the stem player by Kanye West. Yes, you heard right, a stem player. So when I first heard about this, I'm like, okay, that's cute. You load up your 4 stems and then you can mute them in and out, add effects. But there was a bit of confusion, especially for people that don't make beats, thinking that like, okay, can I just load one file, any song that I want, and it's automatically gonna give me the stems of those files? Because that was like mind-blowing. I'm like, no way, there's no way that this is gonna do that. And that's actually what they're advertising. So this is actually my husband's. I kind of just stole it from his desk because I'm like, hey, this is a music channel. Why do you have this? Let me see what this is. And he uploaded like 2 of his friends' tracks on here, so they're gonna be on there. When he was uploading these tracks, I did notice like you have to go to the website to be able to put the tracks onto the Donda. So it has USB-C and a headphone jack. You plug in the USB-C to your computer, you go to stemplayer.com, and then you can upload your tracks. So at first, I think people thought that the splitting happened in the actual stem player itself, but the splitting actually happens on the computer, and that makes a lot more sense. So something that I do want to clear up is that this is not a sampler. You're not going to be able to plug something in because there is no input. This is just a headphone output. So it's not like you can plug in your phone, maybe through the USB. I haven't really explored it that much, but I did read that it works with Android, not like with Apple. So like if you have an Android USB-C device, you can go to stemplayer.com and load the tracks that way. I think this device is geared more for people that are trying to get into like making beats or like, you know, beginners, because, you know, comparing it to an MPC or anything crazy, like it's just not gonna happen. But it could have a use in our studio, especially because of the way that it loops audio that's already on there. So getting the audio on here could have been a little different. I wish that it was a sampler, but then, you know, that would have been more money, and then it would have been like a smaller market. I feel like this is geared more towards just everyone. I know there's software out there that can do this already. It can take a track and give you the drums, the bass, the melody, all into separate tracks. That's what stems are. But I've never heard of a hardware device that actually does this, not by any huge music company, and Kanye West made this. So it comes preloaded with some of the tracks from his latest album, Donda, and I thought before we deleted what's on here and loaded up with our own tracks, it would be fun to do some flips with what's on here. So we have our SP404 MK2 over here, and I'm going to plug the headphone out into my SP. It's going into the stereo in. Power on, we hold this button. We have our volume buttons as well as how we switch between tracks. This is our main menu, and then to access the, I guess like the edit menu, we press the power button. To access our effects while we're in the orange menu, we press these volume buttons. Okay, so we have 4 tracks. To bring the volume out, we just bring them all the way down like this. To solo a track, you just hold it softly, like you don't have to press it very hard, you just hold it softly. They're pretty responsive. Depends like how you hold it. I guess you have to like do it right, but they're mostly pretty responsive, except for this one on mine. Like this one I've been having a lot of issues with. I haven't really been able to just get it to solo properly a lot of the times. Let me know if like yours does that too. It's the one closest to the headphone jack. But yeah, so this track is playing and then we just solo stuff in and out. This is what track is playing by like the visual feedback on the LEDs.
Ex-strippers, new killers, on my mama, made a promise, Junior watching I be on my.
See, like it's not that responsive, so maybe it's my unit or maybe that's how they are. But I also feel like you have to get used to it, like holding it right, because like I guess it's supposed to be held like this. I don't know. So when we edit our track, we have 3 levels of tuning. We have like a higher pitch, the original pitch, and the lower pitch. Let me show you that.
I can't really see where did I miss. Junior Watson, I be on my. Junior Watson.
So leaving the edit menu takes us back to the main menu, and then in the main menu is when we can pause or unpause.
They piranhas, buy out the store and now it's like we play. So I know what's by up. So I roof it. So much of me.
So this one is our pitch. This one reverses our track. It'll reverse it also with the pitch. So like that first one will give you that high pitch reversed. The middle one is the original. And the one closest to the circle is the lowest pitch. And then this bottom to top is the length of our sample. So when we're gonna play, it's gonna start making it shorter and shorter. So these first controls are to switch our tracks, and then the minus and plus is our volume, and then this is our power button. Something else that this can do besides mangling your tracks is actually adding effects to them. So you're going to change modes by pressing the power button, and then over here is how you're going to choose what effect that you're on. So I'm going to play the track and I'm going to show you guys what that sounds like.
No trouble, no trouble, no trouble, no trouble, no trouble. Never caught on y'all. Always been. He's done miracles on me. 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 He's done miracles on me.
So you guys saw that I'm in the effects page, and then this one changes our effects. And what this one does is actually our feedback. So it's like the strength of the effect. How much effect do you want it to be? Do you want it to be at 100 or do you want it to be at 0? And that's what that does. And then here's our regular volume control. Something else that we can do is we can fast forward. So we don't have to listen to the whole song to find the spot that we want to loop. So we just hold the track button and it'll fast forward. Okay, so I'm just gonna mess around with this thing, try to find some loops in here, and then just do some stuff on the 404. Let's do this.
Get out the way, yeah, without ignition, 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 yeah. That shit. Watch them a sing my song, suddenly them turn a fan. Aim with precision, 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 aim.
fi number one position.
Just like cute little random little loops from just random gems inside of whatever tracks are on here. I'm excited to like load different things onto here, and you saw how cool and easy it is to just come up with little loops. It will definitely take a lot more to turn those loops into finished tracks and not just loops, but sampling this into the SP, that's gonna be kind of a cool little workflow. And I like the size of this, especially that it's Bluetooth, so you don't need to even plug it in to just like perform your tracks. For 200 bucks, if you're thinking of like getting into making beats, or you know, you just want to explore with something different, I say give it a try. Definitely unique and different in what it does. I wish that another company would, you know, implement something more like this into hardware, like at a deeper level, or maybe even Kanye, maybe make like, I don't know, some type of beat making device. I mean, if anybody's gonna make a drum machine, I think Kanye would do a really awesome job at it. That said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys like what I do, consider becoming a patron. You get my sample packs, my art, my music, you name it. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Brought to you by DistroKid. So aside from getting your music into all of the major platforms for only 20 bucks a year, DistroKid offers their users detailed statistics for streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music. In a glance, there's a visual representation of your weekly, monthly, daily, and yearly streams. If you want an even more detailed view, head over to Spotify for Artists to find out more about your audience. If you're planning on signing up, don't forget to use the code below and save 7%.